I've been very clear that I was not happy as soon as we found out that the compensation package was going to change in this way. We were very clear that we were not happy with that. The Minister of Energy called the CEO of Hydro One, made it clear that we were not happy with it, and we immediately looked for options, and that's why there will be a review of the compensation package. That review is beginning now, and it's happening because we made it clear that we were not supportive, did not think that the compensation package that was brought forward was reasonable.
You talked about Hydro One. How would you rein in salary or these kinds of compensation packages in the future from happening again?
Well, I've been clear, you know, this issue of how do these salaries get determined. I mean, I've been clear in the public sector with colleges and universities, for example, when we've put a cap on, we put a range in place for those salaries, and I believe that these decisions have to be made in comparison with other comparable positions in the sector. So I think that's exactly what this review needs to do, is make sure that the compensation is reasonable. What was brought forward was not reasonable in our opinion.
Do you feel that you know, your decision to privatize Hydro One, giving this board free rein, allowing the possibility for executive salaries to be so high, doesn't this reflect a kind of tone deafness on the part of the board members that you appointed in 2015 to give themselves a raise in this climate? This is like your biggest mistake in your entire time as premier.
Well, again, let me just go back to what I said. When we determined that this was the compensation package, we made it very clear that we thought it was unacceptable. The minister made it clear, and there is a review happening. And so we were crystal clear with the board what our position was, and that's exactly why the review is underway now.
Was it a mistake to sell off the majority share of this?
Well, okay, so we'll go back to that decision, which was made because I had made a commitment to do exactly what we're talking about here today, which is to build infrastructure. You know, we made a decision that the deficit of infrastructure building in this province was critical, was not going to allow for the economic growth that we needed, and so the change in ownership of Hydro One was part of that, and we have been able to move forward with you know, a huge infrastructure build in this province with that as part of the portfolio. Thanks, everybody. Merci.
Thank you.